Morning everybody. Today I'm gonna start making a typical Indian dish called as anda curry. For that you need the ingredients. You need 1 tablespoon of salt, chili powder, jeera or called cumin seeds, cumin powder or coriander, and you can use even coriander powder, turmeric powder, ginger garlic paste, coriander leaves, 1 onion finely chopped, 3 tomatoes, and 3 hard-boiled eggs. You can start the recipe with chopping onions fine, chopping the onions very fine. After chopping the onions very fine, you have to make a paste of the tomatoes. You can make it into a tomato puree. Cut the tomatoes into any shape required because you're going to make a paste out of it. So I would randomly cut it into dices, 4 quarters. And put them into a blender. Add a bit of water so that it becomes into the pasty kind of texture, so you get the right texture. As you can see, the tomato is made up into a fine paste. For this anda curry, I would like to fry the eggs to a bit extent because that would be a good crispier in taste and give nice flavor to the egg. So I would like to cut the eggs into half. Make sure you have hard boiled the eggs properly so that it gives a good crispiness. I would add 1 pinch of salt. It will be with a pinch of salt to this. And a pinch of turmeric powder. This will just give the color to the fried eggs. This would be the reason why the egg would look fried. Just make sure this gets mixed in the oil properly. Then I would like to put the eggs first upside down. And let it fry for at least 2 to 3 minutes. As you can see, now the eggs have given a sparkling color, and the sparkling, you can just turn them. Now this looks good. Okay, this is not yet done, so keep it for a side. This is looking good. And this side also you can do it for 2 to 3 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes for the back side. After done, remove the eggs, remove the fried eggs. Removing the onions, you can add 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil. And you can add 1 tablespoon of jeera powder or the cumin seeds. After these cumin seeds crackle, you need to add the chopped onions, the finely chopped onions. As you can see, the cumin seeds have started to crackle. Add the finely chopped onions. And saute them till they change their color to dark brown onions. So that will get the sweetness out of the onions and it won't be Keep stirring the onions in a medium high flame so that you can do it earlier and it gets browned. Keep stirring the onions. It's lightly changing its color, as you can see. As you can see, the onions have changed their colors. You can add 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, coriander powder, chili powder. I would add 2 teaspoons because I like spicy, and this is a South Indian dish which would be preferred spicy. And mix them through. Add 1 tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. This gives a nice flavor. And let them cook for 2 minutes. Add the tomato puree. Add 1 cup of tomato puree and again make sure the oil gets incorporated from the tomato puree. As this is a dry sabji, so you need not add water now, but you would add later. Now let this cook for at least 5 to 10 minutes on a low flame The best way would be by closing its lid. The best way would be covering it with the lid. Add salt as required. And again let it cook for 5 minutes. Cook till the tomatoes get cooked, which is add a bit of water so the remaining which are stuck on the pan surface of the pan can get mixed, and it be a semi-solid, semi-gravy. and cook it for 2 more minutes. As you can see, the tomatoes are cooked and the sauce is ready for this. Would just like to taste it so I can know if any other ingredients are required. Bit of salt is required. Perfectly, it has proper tomato taste, nice gravy like texture. Now you can add the eggs which we had fried it. Put some gravy over them. As it is cooking for 2 more minutes, the eggs have been put. The it is prepared finally, and you can add 1 teaspoon of coriander leaves, so that would give a nice coriander flavor. So it's basically prepared, nice taste. You can give the final tasting. All the eggs added, masala, salt required. Wow, this tasted good. So now you can put it in your serving bowl. You can eat this with chapatis, fulkas, or any bread items. If you want to make it more gravy, which you want to eat it with rice or something, you can add little more of water and put your salt accordingly. You can finally put it on your plate, and you can garnish it with your coriander leaves. So this is how the egg curry looks at last.